we go, yeah. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions!
Langhorne reverse layup. She goes under the bucket.
Crystal Langhorne.
Harper scores and is fouled.
I wanted to show pictures to you guys because they're going to be here this spring.
Oh, behind the back pass. Showtime at Comcast.
Marissa Coleman.
Tolliver for 3, nothing but net.
Christy Tolliver.
Out to Strickland.
Mara Strickland.
Inside to a wide open Mingo for the easy layup.
Trey Mingo. Cat Lyons for 3.
Did you hear we got our first kick? Good luck, good luck, good luck. Nice job. I'm not sure if you guys have heard, it was just announced today that we had the Player of the Year in the conference.
Yay!
Coach B. We were like, it's from the Boston College head coach, Kathy Glaze. Wow, she's on it. Kathy is on it.
That must be your freshman year.
Nice. Matching. That's awesome. We have got to come out ready to put the knockout punch from the tip. What? I thought we were ready to go from the tip. I mean, just a tremendous defensive effort for us in the first half. Loved our intensity, how we came out ready to play. I'm really pleased, you know, obviously with our post play. I thought we really dominated, you know, from start to finish, being ready to play. I'll tell you, hell of a job the first 20 minutes being ready to play. And I'll tell you what, championship teams are going to have just what we had this first half. Our bench, you came ready to play. Dre, Ashley, Jade, Kat, hell of a job. Your number was called, you were ready to play. Lots of energy. That's what we're talking about. We want to win championships. We've got to have every single person in this locker room. This team is extremely focused, and you know, for our veterans, they know this is the last time around. And I think every time they step out, they have a lot of pride, and they're fighting because they're champions. They want to win, and they're going to leave everything out there, every single possession that they possibly can. Well, JP, I think can you get more offensive rebounds than what you got in the first half?
And second half, we kind of came out slow. Didn't really have a sense of urgency, especially on the defensive end. And we can't let those things happen, especially down the stretch of big games, especially on this tournament time.
Definitely second half, different story. A little disappointed, obviously, in our defense, giving up too many points. But again, excited to get the win and ready to advance and ready for the semifinal game.
You know, first game of the ACC tournament, I think there's obviously a lot that goes in it, and now we're older, a lot older, and this is just another game for us. We went through phases. I think we went through highs and lows. Second half was definitely a low for us, and we had to refocus and get it back so we ensured the win. And I know we played dominating the post.
You know, great job getting the win. All right, great job getting the win, but I'm going to be brutally honest, all right? I'm going to talk bad about you, all right? Starters, not ready to play second half. Very, very disappointing. All right, against great teams, you know, second half makes a big statement. We got to understand. Luckily, we learned from it tonight with the win. All right, but I mean, we're too late into the season to start pulling this.
I think definitely just excited for the tournament in general. I know we're looking forward to whoever we play tomorrow, and I'm trying to go out and dominate our opponent tomorrow, and then get to the championship game on Sunday.
Larkins down with her 11th double-double, 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, we realized after the first game that we really only had about 30 minutes before we were able to go out and shoot around, and we wouldn't really have enough time to do our normal warm-up and stretch. So I looked in the hallway, didn't see anybody out here, and decided bring them out here. We do our normal warm-up. They seemed a little stiff, so I remembered I had my iPod stereo, so I went and grabbed it. Marissa has on her iPod an actual home warm-up mix, so I told her to put it in, make it feel like home with a little twist to it. We had a good time dancing to it, loosening up a little bit. You know, I thought it would help them to stay relaxed and realize that they can do this. If you wanna get with me, then rock it back. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It's contagious.
Now watch me, you.
I ended up dancing around, doing the moves they were doing. It was just a lot of fun because you see them relaxing, you see them enjoying themselves. You know, this is the time of their lives.
We have got to be ready to establish total domination for 40 minutes today. This is what that game means. All right, so if you paced yourself yesterday, there's no more damn pacing in March with what we're trying to do.
Thank you for joining us here on WMUCSports.com for this ACC semifinal matchup. Getting ready to tip things.
Well, Christy doesn't normally wear her jersey for pregame, and so she didn't have it on, and then we got ready to go out to the floor, and she realized she never had a jersey, so about 15 minutes away from the hotel, and so I ran back to the hotel and got back just in time. It was about 5 minutes ago before the game.
20, Christy Tulliver.
She put it on right before the game. She normally puts it on after the starting lineup, so she got back, and it was the same routine as normal for her putting it on, so it really wasn't too much of an inconvenience for her, so that's all that matters. Let's just say it's about a 30-minute round trip, and I got it back in 20.
Harper in traffic, gets it to Tolliver. Tolliver quick up ahead to Langhorne, left all alone up off the glass.
In the beginning, we came off pretty strong. We had a lot of energy. We executed really well. We were up 10.
Tolliver spots up for three, and it's good.
Again, we got lackadaisical on the defensive end, and that just led to them just executing well on the offensive end. We made silly turnovers, unforced.
Back to Coleman on the baseline. Around the back pass to Langhorne.
Basically, they just had way more energy and enthusiasm than we did.
And I'll tell you, the first 20 minutes, we were not tougher. That's why we're in the locker room and they have the lead. So y'all looking forward to playing tomorrow. You got to get it done this next 20 minutes. It starts with your defense. It starts with your rebounding. How many times do we have to talk about it? You know, how many second chance opportunities are we going to allow them to get on the glass? Rebound! I think they just played a pretty damn good half, yeah. But a lot of that had to do with us. But I'll tell you, you got 20 minutes. You got to be able to taste this thing and feel this thing if you want to be playing tomorrow.
Strickland wide open, fires the three, and it's no good off the rim. Rebounded by Coleman, puts it back up. Looked like some contact, no foul was called. Shot is no good. Smith in a foot race with Wayner. Wayner lays it up and in from the left side.
We allowed ourselves to really kind of, when things got down, we allowed ourselves to get frustrated and didn't overmatch the intensity that Duke played with.
Rebounded by the Blue Devils. Gay goes for the layup off of the glass and good. 63-54 off of the fast break layup. And the Terps will call off the Dogs. Duke couldn't figure out the Terps during the regular season, but the third time's the charm. 74-63, the final score here from the Greensboro Coliseum.
This is a tough one, right? And it should sting, all right? And if I had to learn a lesson, I'd rather learn it in this game than the NCAA tournament. All right, you stick together as a team. You stick together with everyone in this locker room because, again, the great thing when we get to the tournament, we're going to have a lot of time to prepare between games. We're going to have a lot of great energy helping us out the first 2 games at Comcast.
It's just heartbreaking, and it just hurts. It really hurts just being a senior, knowing that I don't have any more games after this. You know, I got the NCAA tournament, and my career is over with. I'm not going pro or anything. For me, it just hurts. It hurts to get beat, especially by Duke.
I don't know, like this game, this hurts because we know what we knew what we needed to do to get the job done, and we didn't do it.
All right, schedule.
You got tonight with your parents?
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to figure out sometimes where the balance is between, you know, getting on them a little bit after a performance, win or lose, and at the same time trying to relax and understand that, you know, these are still a lot of them teenage kids and kids that, you know, are no more than 21 years old. So, you know, the decision to let them spend the evening with their families, I think is a great decision.
Yeah. She'll hold it for a long time. You know, she'll just be sad, you know, talk a little and she'll laugh, and the next thing you know, she's silent and in her own, you know, her shell, quiet. So we'll try to cheer her up and tell her we'll get them next time, like everyone says. You'd hate seeing your daughter sad. I mean, she takes the game to heart. She just, on the bench, look how long they kept the camera under when she put her face in the jersey, and I just, you know, it hurts me to see her sad. That's what it's about. It's all about them.
I think this year it's particularly difficult because we're losing 5 girls from the team, and I think everything is sort of on the line in that sense, that they've never won an ACC tournament together, and so this was going to be the year, and it didn't happen.
How you doing? Thanks. You know, and played high school ball against or with some of these other girls from Duke and North Carolina, all of them. And Marissa's really close to Abby Weiner, and I'm close to her mother. We talk, you know, a couple times a month. And to see how well they're all excited and what do I say, a good game. Abby's such a sweet girl. Her mother's the first to call me after wins, so I had to suck it up and I text her.
And so we'll all hopefully be able to get together and just be a family, kind of put basketball aside for a little while, and I'm sure we'll talk about it and relive some moments, but I think it's also important to kind of let it go and then move on. Got other plans a couple weeks from now.
Now that everything's over, I mean, we're not preparing for anything. I'm going to spend the evening with, you know, with my family, with the boys, and you know, probably a good release to be able to go back to.
How relaxing is it to come back after that crazy game and then just hold them like this?
Definitely. What game? You know, definite peace of mind to be able to get back here and hold them in my arms, and they make you realize, you know, just being in a great place. They don't even know that we lost the game. So definitely very comforting. Good balance to be able to have. You know, I couldn't wait to be able to get back and see our family, my 3 boys. And, you know, just to be able to hold them in my arms, and, you know, definitely gives you perspective. Gives you, you know, I think probably more balance, where you don't have to sit and beat yourself up, you know, constantly about the game and the outcome, and hopefully, you know, allow yourself to move on quicker from it. It was the first call I made after the game, was to my husband Mark, to, you know, see how the boys were doing, and, you know, not talk about the game, but see how the boys were doing and how everyone was.
Took one too many steps. Travel is called, and Brenda Frese is not very happy about it.
It's great that they didn't feel the outcome. They didn't get to see it. They're only going to feel the victories. And I think actually, because they're so calm and, you know, peaceful when they're sleeping, so it kind of calms you as a parent, you know, kind of puts you in a better state of mind.
I mean, are you kidding me? That's a joke. Don't make that call now, that's a joke.
The thought, actually, when I walked in the locker room tonight after the game, I definitely had more of a maternal instinct, just you know, from our kids' end, just how tough that loss was, and really more from a mother's end. I really felt the sting in the loss for our kids.
Well, you need to come over and see the babies.
It's great to be back, obviously, with this team, with our staff. You know, being able to help any way possible. Yes! Trying to bring as much energy as possible, and just trying to balance it all. You know, physically, obviously, it's going to take some time to be able to get back. You know, I mean, it takes 9 months when you're going through a pregnancy, so it's going to take some time to get back. But it feels great to finally have more energy and you know, be pacing the sidelines, and you know, to every day get a little bit stronger. Going home, taking them home. Obviously, it's great to be able to have the boys here on this trip and be able to spend time around the little time that you do get, mornings, evenings, that kind of thing. Having my grandparents and my parents here, you know, our in-laws here, you know, has been tremendous. Oh, this one's getting upset. Back to Maryland. Good territory.
Thanks for coming. See you guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Practice today, I'm not too sure what to expect. Coming off the loss and not playing too well. Just no matter what the coaches throw us, we're going to have to be prepared to work hard.
Get on the floor, get on the floor.
You have no idea how hard practice today is going to be.
Be tougher.
They don't have any idea.
Let's go, let's go.
Practice today is gonna be brutal.
You were jogging. You weren't going as hard after the ball as she was.
We can only imagine how difficult it's going to be, and I can say you can multiply that times 10.
Let's go, get up. Go get it, go get it. Good hustle, good hustle.
How come when we block out at this end, all of us are in the paint? When they block down at that end, none of us are in the paint. Okay, why is that? It's because you're not doing it hard enough. You're not giving maximum effort right now.
Today will be a very hard practice, and basically things we want to accomplish is just refocusing on our defense and our rebounding. I mean, two areas that we felt were really missing, glaring areas of weaknesses for us in the ACC tournament, areas that we need to correct here real soon before the NCAA tournament.
We got to get better at rebounding and defense and playing hard the whole 40 minutes.
There you go, there you go. No box out, on the baseline. Ready, go. Go again. Ready, go. Here we go, reset it.
We were exhausted. Fatigue was definitely shown that day in practice. Coaches got on us pretty good, had a lot of running involved, but it's only gonna make us better.
On the baseline, ready, go.
Dre was having trouble. We had a lot of sprints to run. It was a tough practice, and she was having trouble making times.
Didn't make it. Dre goes again until she makes it.
First, Scott came over and he was saying, Dre, I'll run with you, I'll run with you.
I'm gonna run with you this time, you got it.
I don't feel good. See me a second. I was just like, okay, so like just out of it, not really there. And then he ran with me.
Ready, go.
All right, push it up, Dre. You got this, Dre.
But I thought I could do it, and then Abai just kind of shut down on me.
Go again.
Christy and I decided to run with her to push her through, to drag her through the finish line. Christy and I are going to be two of the leaders on this team next year, so those are things we got to do to help our team finish and to get us to where we want to be.
Dre, you get this one, we're good. Come on, Dre, baby. I helped Dre because obviously, you know, she was having a tough day that day with her breathing and things like that, but we know that Dre is here for this team and wants this team's best interest, and she doesn't want to, you know, be left behind.
Ready, go!
Come on, bud. There you go, there you go.
All right, here we go. Give me 5 out. 5 out, hustle up.
Having teammates that have my back 100% of the time is definitely an awesome feeling.
As her friend, I wasn't going to leave her behind, and Marissa also did a great job of just pushing her and encouraging her, and she proved to us that she really wants to be here and she really wants to do this. Otherwise, she would have just, you know, said, you know, I can't breathe, and she would have just sat out. So the fact that she was able to fight through is only going to want me to help her more in the future.
And I thought you showed some toughness today, and we're going to show some toughness this week, all right? All right, here we go. Champions.
Despite, you know, the hard practice and how tired we were and exhausted, you know, at the end of the day, we still felt good about what we just did. Competing, going hard against one another, finishing the sprints, sticking together. At the end of the day, you know, we're still going to love one another and play for one another and goof around.
I need you to change it to your uniform. I like it too much.